coming yet. So when we were cutting James Brown, I wanted to do the best I could at just putting my version of what James Brown would do on that record. And luckily Black River has just been like, just go make the record, baby, and bring it to us. And there's nothing better than that. You know, no one's over my shoulder breathing down my neck, telling me what I can and can't do. And we don't worry, you know, about the lane in country music because it's just widening and, you know, there's room for everybody to come in and be different. And that's the best thing about it. But I wanted to hire these background singers to come in and sing on this record. And so we got three church choir ladies that were amazing, came in. They were, the only bad part was they didn't have the robes. They're choir robes, but that's okay. So they came in, and I remember telling Forrest, I was like, dude, just listen to me. If they come in and they're singing around this microphone and we can get them doing this right here, you know, when they're singing, I was like, dude, we got him. So he's looking at me like, what are you talking about, man? Sure enough, they came in and they started singing. All three of them just bam, just get it right here. I was like, what'd I tell you? But anyway, they were kind of collaborating on what they needed to say and kind of like, you know, what would James Brown do? What he used to do back when he was singing, and he would just be, you know, tearing it up, and one of them goes, a good God. And I was like, that was it. So we got all three of these ladies to harmonize singing Good God throughout the record. And they're singing all background vocals. But sadly, poor Rabbit has to do all three of their parts just by himself.
I'm throwing my voice on.
I know. But you know, that was just the funnest part about making this record and what we've been doing, and you know, been out on the road and seeing what works and what doesn't work and what people are responding to, and we noticed that you know, the response has been good. And you come back to Nashville and you try to write that. You try to write what you think is working, and you know, do the best you can do. That's how you become an artist, I feel like. And this next one I'm gonna play is one I wrote with a guy named Jim Collins, and some of y'all have heard this song, this story, but I had this idea after a weekend. I walk in on Monday, and this guy's a hit. He wrote the good stuff with Kenny Chesney. He's had like 15 number ones. Very intimidating kind of presence. He walks in and he goes, all right, boys, what are we writing today? And I was like, Jim, I'm such a fan, man. I love what you do. And he was like, well, thank you, man. And he's the veteran. So being the rookie, being the baby writer, you got to have the idea. You know, he's written them all day long, so you better bring him a good hook. And I said, well, Jim, I got this idea called Got Me Like. And I can see his wheels turn already. He's like, what the hell? You know, looking at me. And I said, and the hook is, your love's got me like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And he goes, okay. Well, what's her love got you like? And I was like, and I just went, ooh. And he goes, and I could tell, man, he's like, okay, well, what the hell is this kid? Why am I doing this? But luckily, he hung in with us, and he had some lyrical genius to lend to us, and this is what we came up with. So this has got me like.
1, 2, 3.
Songs I used to hate. I check my phone.